Teacher and Stormy is having war off the camera, y'all. So anyway, Canvas Girl Beauty, she clapped back. She clapped back. She said exactly, she said. Because if you need your leg back for me calling your wife a beat, come get it for that. To sit on the stage and throw shit at the wall and see what's stuck. That actually relates to her was just absurd. You can't talk about someone owing money when, ma'am, y'all got lawsuits, amended people coming forward about y'all scamming them. Not saying it's true, but it's out there. I don't know their situation. Yeah, let's see if I can get this to go off, y'all. Yeah, I don't know their situation. But anyway, Candace Beauty, she said she could have said more while she was on that stage, but she didn't. She said, because of business sake, I could have said more. But Stormy and her husband right there, they laughed at everything Tisha said anyway. Shout out to Diana Rose. So Stormy is still upset after the reunion. She's clapping back at Letitia. Canvas Girl Beauty says, that was my way of saying, y'all in court right now praying not to lose and have to pay 5M. But see, the difference with me is that at that time, I actually cared not to go that low and take the high road, especially as it's pertaining to business. One thing I don't play about and want to see everyone win, especially if they look like me. Yeah. Shay, Mr. Shannon interview in Cat Williams now. This segment of Cat Williams is exposing Steve Harvey. Y'all know Steve Harvey came out with all these relationship books, and I was wondering how could he come out with these relationship books when he himself really was going through wives like he changed his drawers. Oh, allegedly. Anyway, this is Cat Williams exposing Steve Harvey.
I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Cat Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
You deserve more when it comes to treatment. Talk with your doctor about Kisqali today.
It's simple. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there is no limit
in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in.
So Ricky did give a reply back to that, and he was honorable. He wished Cat Williams all the best and said that he loved Cat Williams, and that's how he replied. He said, if you need anything, Cat, I got your back. And so that's how he replied to that. He said his memory of Friday After Next is different than what Cat is saying. So I'm just trying to give y'all a message to what Ricky Smiley said. But Ricky Smiley kind of had tears in his eyes. I felt sorry for Ricky.
I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Cat Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike. And Cat Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink anymore. The way we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star? What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me, Cat, that you have a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't three random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Cats on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the
no.
Cowboys. Cat damn, you like this?
No, that's
okay,
not.
What comedians do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just told us straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
So
why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a journalist. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I don't harbor any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person.
It's Cat Williams. He on the road.
Black Chip.
All right, he on the road, y'all. He is on the road. Cat Williams, Roth. This is Dustin Ross and Reality with the King. They are talking about the reunion. Tisha and Stormy B.
She got at Stormy. Now, Stormy is somebody whose name fits her name. She is a storm.
Yeah.
Stormy, I feel like I'm going to call her Stormy Tyson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stormy in a boxing ring with LaWanda, okay? So when LaWanda said that whole thing, first of all, Dust, I got to tell you this.
Yes.
That happened in real time. We did not even talk for 10 minutes, and all of a sudden this was happening between
fireworks,
LaWanda and Stormy. So when LaWanda was like, "Hey, you know some people with that TikTok money," and the funniest thing for me, because I find comedy and stuff, but I was like, "Wait, Stormy don't pay her invoices?" Like, well, because Stormy, because I'm a viewer like. Wait, Stormy don't pay invoices? What's going on here? LaWanda, no, she sure doesn't. That's when I knew, Tisha has left the building.
That was the equivalent to what we have seen the Notorious B.I.G. and Jay-Z do in the booth, in the recording booth, right? We know that both of those iconic rap artists are known for not writing anything down. They come up with a concept and an idea for the record. They go in the booth and everything is freestyled off the dome. So to see Letitia respond and react, because if you really break that conversational volley back and forth between her and Stormy down, Stormy opened the argument saying, I'm not concerned. She played the unbothered card. I'm not concerned. We bringing in $2-3 million a month. I just left the TikTok offices yesterday. I really could care less about this shit, right? Which is a fair perspective when that is the reality of your life. Let's be clear. You know, when you're free from the anxieties of financial woes and strain in that way, happily married, you know what I'm saying? Putting your family together, putting them on television, and turning a high profit, you know what I'm saying? You do have an unbothered take. But what Mrs. Letitia Scott did, which shows that she is at this point a reality television veteran, is she was responding in real time. She said, oh, that's not prepared and rehearsed. And she didn't get that from one of her friends at the beauty shop or, you know, or whatever on the phone in a prep call before the reunion. That was off the dome, baby. So her saying to Stormy, girl, I don't care about no TikTok. TikTok doesn't have anything to do with me. Since you make so much money, making all that money, pay them people, pay them invoice. It was a natural off the dome in the moment volley. That's priceless. And that you have to be very comfortable and self-assured on that reunion stage and in that.
Y'all see Stormy earlier. Stormy clapped back, y'all. They having this internet beef. She said that, you know, she could have came out and talked about the $5 million to Tisha. But she was trying to be somebody with integrity, a businesswoman with integrity.
Environment that comes after being in it. This is what, their 4th reunion on Huntsville, correct?
It's our 4th reunion, yeah.
Reunion, yeah. So like this is at this point, I remember you asked Kimmy at the beginning of the show, how does it feel? Did you guys think you would be here after season 1? And she very honestly said, you know what, after the first year, yep, I felt comfortable. That confidence showed up in Letitia, though, in this reunion setting. That was confidence, pure. She wasn't pensive. She wasn't thinking anything. That was natural, 100% off the dome reactions. And I personally was thoroughly entertained.
Well, I do notice one thing. Her husband had check ties her like she a little kid. Now, when she went really low, when she told her go pop some pills, but y'all know I don't care about neither one of them, so I'm just your reporter. I'm just boots on the ground. This is Arthur Omar. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. This is Reality with the King with Dustin Ross. This Black excellence go to Shirley Jackson, call waiting and caller ID invention. Shirley Jackson, who ran Physics Laboratory as a subatomic particle researcher in the United States and in Europe in 1970. This research led to the invention of the fax machine, you guys, the touch-tone telephone, solar cells, fiber optic cables, and the technology behind caller ID and call waiting. The fax machine, you guys, this girl is so intelligent. This has improved communication among many. The caller ID feature has given people the opportunity to detect known, unknown, and unwanted phone calls. And with call waiting, people receive notification of a new call while they're on another call. Look at Miss Shirley Jackson. This girl is so intelligent. The fax machine as well. In 1995, President Clinton chose her as chairman of the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, where she had control of the national nuclear industry outside the military. There she formed the International Nuclear Regulatory Association, where she advised other nations on nuclear safety issues. So in 2014, She was selected as a member of Barack Obama Intelligence Advisory Board, and in 2016, she was awarded the National Medal of Science. Y'all know what? This is a shame how they do black people. It's a shame. Nobody know about this intelligent woman. She is still alive. The fax machine today, the caller ID, the call waiting, and also she is advisory and anything nuclear, International Nuclear Regular Association, where she advised other nations on nuclear safety issues. Black excellence. Wow.